Hey, this is Thunderstrand with a new vid for today. This is a short synopsis of the two mainline XCOM games in the franchise by Firaxis Games. XCOM is a sci-fi series known for their incredibly hard but rewarding turn-based strategy gameplay, being segmented between the overworld layer, where you complete research and requests by people who fund your cause, and the battlefield layer, where you fight the extraterrestrial threat head-on in battles against a technologically superior foe. You control the nameless, faceless commander of the XCOM project, with the goal of fighting back against invaders from beyond the stars. In XCOM 1, or XCOM Enemy Unknown, you fight to ensure that people from all around the world do not give in to panic. To do this, you must deploy a squad of up to 6 soldiers in a city that is under attack and lead them to victory. There is another version of Enemy Unknown that is considered to be the definitive experience of the game, called XCOM Enemy Within, where inclusions were made to add new alien species, a new allied soldier class, genetic modifications for your soldiers, and even a new hostile faction of humans known as Exalt that fights to rule the world for themselves with alien technology and genetic modifications of their own. In order to gain access to the new soldier class, the Mech Trooper, or even the gene mods for your people, you need to obtain a resource that can be found in most missions called Meld, which is, in most basic of terms, an organic nanomachine capable of either being used to change someone's very DNA at will, or to be used as an extremely strong alloy to make mechanical suits for your soldiers. Besides the new Mech Trooper class added by the release of Enemy Within, there are 4 primary classes. The Support, which uses smoke grenades and can specialize in a medic role or a light support class. The Assault, which can either use a shotgun or an assault rifle for their primary weapon, and can learn abilities that mainly help with getting close to the enemy to fire for large amounts of damage. The Sniper, which can either learn abilities to be better at long range with their sniper rifle, or to be better at medium to short range with their pistol. And finally, the Heavy, which can either focus on skills to improve their own damage against the enemy in battle, or can help to set up for the team to take down a large enemy together. Any of the 4 basic soldier classes has the potential to learn how to wield powerful psionic powers in the later stages of the game, including the ability to make enemies panic, to mind control them, and even create a psionic rift that severely damages everything within its sphere. XCOM 2 is different to XCOM Enemy Unknown in more ways than just the title, having new elements included such as a stealth phase in the beginning of most missions, a mission timer that the community has mixed feelings over, and an overall different storyline. XCOM 2 is set 20 years after the events of Enemy Unknown in a timeline where you lost the war for Earth, and even though you attempted to stand in defiance with your comrades at the base, the aliens attacked and kidnapped you to put you in a war game simulator and train their new Advent hybrid soldiers. Central Officer Bradford, a character that acts as your right-hand man of sorts throughout both games, saves you with the help of other XCOM remnants during the event known as Operation Gatecrasher. After the brain chip connecting you to the alien psionic network is removed from your skull with surgery from lead researcher and Advent defector Dr. Tygan, you assume control of the mobile base known as the Avenger to lead the small resistance organization and reclaim its former glory. In this game, instead of being a government-funded military project, XCOM is now a rebellion, meaning you have significantly less resources to work with to take back the planet. This also means that Advent is a government that controls the globe with its advanced transportation technology, which means that it's clear our soldiers will need to move fast to complete mission objectives before they are overrun by reinforcements or lose access to the equipment they were planning on stealing from the alien rulers. Speaking of alien rulers, one of the 3 important DLC packs from the game includes 3 tough boss enemies given the title of Alien Ruler: Viper King, Berserker Queen, and the Archon King, along with new weapons designed with the intent of being the best weapons available to deal with these behemoths that get a free reaction turn after every action made by an opponent that they can see. This risk does not come without reward, as killing the alien rulers will allow you to use their skin and crafting recipes for armor sets to give the wearer a special skill, as well as a chance to panic enemy units of the same species. Another DLC pack that is worth discussion is the Shen's Last Gift DLC, where Dr. Raymond Shen, chief engineer of the first game, gives his daughter, Lily Shen, who is the chief engineer of the after the passing of Raymond, coordinates her to an abandoned facility where he worked on experimental versions of Advent mechs that get deployed against your soldiers very regularly in missions. This experimental version, called the Spark, is the final gift Raymond bestows upon her to ensure that no matter what happens in the aliens' New World Order, his daughter would never be alone. This Spark is very important because Lily can find the schematics for it after it is recovered from the facility. Then you can make your own mechanical army to take on the Advent troops. The final DLC, or expansion content, moreover, that I will be talking about, is the War of the Chosen expansion, where new maps, aliens, Advent troopers, and hostile alongside friendly factions are added, with new hero classes associated with the friendly ones. The War of the Chosen expansion adds 3 new boss enemies that can consistently attack you on missions known as, obviously, the Chosen themselves. Having the hunter with his sniping skills to target soldiers from across the map, the assassin who works by attacking you with a katana from the shadows and then retreats back into them, and the warlock who uses psionic abilities to create zombies that can detonate on your soldiers, and the ability to mind control one of your allies to work for him. All of the Chosen are very intimidating, so it is important that you find their base and eliminate them before they use the intel they gather to find you and grab you. The 3 ally factions, known as the Reapers, the freed Advent skirmishers, and the psionically enlightened Templars, are all uneasy with each other at first. However, they know that they will lose the war if they fight alone. XCOM is made to be the mediator for the faction, so that no one faction has power over another, and the Resistance Alliance can be made without any trouble for the 3 sides.